How would OBJ impact the Cowboys' Super Bowl chances in all seriousness, Stephen A?
In all seriousness, it all depends on whether or not he's healthy enough to play or not. If he's healthy enough to play, he clearly elevates their chances. There's no denying that. I'm not going to sit here and deny it. I've known Odell Beckham Jr. for years. I'm a fan of his. I root for him, and I love the fact that he was receiving those cheers from those fans because so many people act like this is a dude that was some kind of problem child. I will remind everybody out there, he ain't never been in trouble with the law. He ain't never gotten any trouble or anything like that. He was just a headache from time to time because he was frustrated playing for your New York Giants, and then he was kicking balls and knocking himself upside the head because it ricocheted off a net or whatever the case may be.
Blame New York.
That's what happened. Odell Beckham Jr. hasn't been this problem that people have tried to project him to be. And as far as I'm concerned, I get really pissed off, to be quite honest with you, because you got people out there that want to sit up there and try to paint him as something that he's not. And then you got these coaches who ain't on the field playing like, oh, my goodness, you can't have a headache. That's what aspirin is for. That's what Tylenol and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would know.
Go with it. Yeah,
what it's like to work with a headache.
Yeah, sure, especially a superstar headache. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is this. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is the brother can play. So he clearly would elevate their chances. There is no doubt about that. I just find it a bit odd that a team that already believes that they're Super Bowl, they're made for the Super Bowl, they're destined for the Super Bowl, are sitting there clamoring and recruiting and using the local fan base. I love that clip because it just shows how desperate Cowboy fans are to get him, and I'm loving that part about it. It really does. I really, really like that part because it just shows that y'all are very, very nervous that y'all don't have enough. And I suspect you don't have enough. So it coincides and vibes with exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly what I'm thinking. Go ahead.
It's like the devil in you or something, man.
I know.
Look, I think he elevates them, no question about it. I think he takes them to a different level. You read the statistics right there, Molly, of them being in a position of pushing the ball down the field with Dak Prescott. If he can still run and he can still do those sort of things, it will certainly take some of the pressure off of CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup, no question about it. It won't happen until the end of the year and into the playoffs, and that's why you go out and you get guys like this. You heard the crowd cheering him. He's beloved. Everybody wants him in Dallas. He's not getting that same warm reception from Buffalo because there ain't no basketball team in Buffalo for him to be able to sit there for them to do those sort of things. So when you look at it, they're really actively recruiting him. And I'll be shocked if he doesn't sign with them. I would be totally shocked if that was the case, that he didn't sign with the Dallas Cowboys.
Do you think he'll play this season if he does sign?
Oh, absolutely. He'll play, but it won't be to the end of the year.
There are people that are saying that I don't know. You would know better than me. There are people that are questioning whether or not he would play this year, but Jerry Jones has made it clear he's not interested in signing him if he's not going to contribute this year. So it would stand to reason that at some point in time he's supposed to be available. I would even concede this because it's Dallas, because of the attention the franchise draws, and because of what he brings to the table. He's tailor-made to be a Cowboy. There is no doubt about it. I'd be shocked if he went anywhere else.
But not just his personality off the field. I mean, this is behavior on the field.
On the field.
Yeah.
As a player, being in their I'm going to just say he's their third receiver behind Michael Gallup, because what will happen early on is CeeDee Lamb will draw some interest on the double team side. And then Michael Gallup will get a little more attention because people want to see if Odell is the same Odell. As he starts to produce, Stephen A., and starts to show that he's that same guy, now that's when they're going to get real dangerous. When all three of them dudes start to show up and be like a mini Cincinnati with Higgins, Boyd, and Chase. That's what you can have in Dallas. Yes. It's not desperate, because if that was the case.
It's desperate.
Well, so why would the Philadelphia Eagles go sign the defensive lineman?
No, I'm saying they're just playing football. These people are not feeling the pressure.
Oh, is that right?
These people are not feeling pressure.
So you think
hold. The Cincinnati Bengals exceeded expectations, and they just went to the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles just won a Super Bowl about 5 years ago. Been about 27 years for the Cowboys.
You changed the narrative
and the Dallas
so much,
Cowboys.
man.
I mean, I'm just trying to tell you. It's the headlines. It's their gravitation towards the headline. They're feeling that pressure.
Hold on.
So you think if the Bills, you think the Bills feeling the pressure because they want them too?
Yes.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Or they just want another player to help them get to the next level?
The Buffalo Bills, they feeling that he's a 4 straight Super Bowl
Kansas City?
infamy.
You think Kansas City?
No.
So why Kansas City want to flirt around with him?
They just want Super Bowl two.
But they want to flirt with OBJ too.
I understand.
They want some action.
They just want to get better because Juju Smith-Schuster and
So
Mark
you don't think the Cowboys want to get better?
Well, listen, I thought they were good enough. I thought they were good enough. That's what they told us. That's what they told us. We got a Super Bowl squad. That's what they said.
If they don't sign OBJ, it doesn't take their chances of going away from the Super Bowl. It just increases their chances that they sign him.
I just see a team that feels like they need a little extra something because they're very, very worried about what happened. They know about San Francisco, even with Brock Purdy. They know about the Philadelphia Eagles. They see that Jalen Hurts and the Eagles have arrived. They understand it. They're a bit nervous. And that's that's why Cowboy fans are showing up to Mavs games, chant for OBJ. That's what they doing. I know. I understand it. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.